Hello and welcome to another Zenless Zone Zero stream. I am of course your host, Lemmy424. My tablet is turned on. Sorry about the double volume. I have just unvolumed it, muted shall we say. So, as the title stream would suggest, I am doing a agent mission. It is of course going to be Trigger. She is the new agent that have been released. So I'm just going to quickly do a couple of the daily stuff first. Skip the coffee guy. It's not that I dislike him. I find the coffee guy quite interesting, but at the same time, I've seen that cutscene so many times. Oh, he's a good little doggy. Oh, he's a good little doggy. Oh, who's a good little doggy? Hey, 20 polychrome, nice. Who is a good little doggy? Oh, you a good little doggy. Howl deserves a bone. Get this dog a bone. He gives me some really good stuff. Deserves a promotion. He should get a bigger shop. He should get a shop the size of mine. It's not the size of a shop that counts, it's the quality of what's inside. Check all that stuff. 866 people apparently came in my store. That's a lot of people. I think I've upgraded all my fire units now. We'll get Astra to run the store in her free time. I don't know how a singer has free time, but we're not going to question the semantics of a gacha game. I do think it'd be cool if when you got them to like run the store, they actually appeared here next to Bangbu 18 or like instead of Bangbu 18, or like you just saw them walking around the store or whatever. I think that would be really cool. That'd definitely be an interesting feature. Here's my player character, the Gremlin Bell. So, new Eridu fund, claim them dailies, claim that. I don't really need to focus on doing anything else now. I've maxed the city fund, compendium, claim that. Lovely polychromes. Give me all them polychromes. Delicious polychromes. Probably don't need to do it, but I'm going to change the polychromes to tapes. I don't think I can get anything out of signal search. I mean, I could get Trigger, but if I'm going to be honest, I'm not overly keen on her, and she kind of needs Silver Soldier Anby, and I didn't get Silver Soldier Anby either, which is controversial. I didn't get Silver Soldier Anby, given how much I absolutely adore Anby as a character. We will do 10 of these signal searches. Ooh, an A rank. I got a bang boo. I will bang your boo. Bless me. Get that boop on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit thirsty. I think it's time for a quick slurp before people join. Delicious council pop. Water, the bringer of life. We got the water, water of life. Hello there, how's it going? I'm not bad, how are you? Welcome to my stream, Zenless Zone Zero stream. Just waiting for James Enix to pop in, and then I will start doing the side stuff. Oh mate, this game is hilarious, it's absolutely unhinged. Obviously, as you can tell, it's heavily anime. It's a gacha game, but it's probably... this is the first gacha game I've played, but I've known about them. It seems quite generous with the amount of currency you can get, so like it's not really like you have to pay for everything like other gacha games. I actually have a fair amount of characters.
Eradicate all evil.
Oh, you've been here the whole time. Stealth 100. Yeah, I've got like the majority of the characters.
Awaiting further. Let's start the experiment.
There's like
Standing by.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters I haven't got. Most of them characters I haven't got is mainly because the game came out before I started playing.
New case to solve?
I'm a bit of a latecomer to the game.
Ready in time
It's out. How can I? A mission?
We'll start
Is
with
it time to clock
my
out?
least favourite, and we'll just go through them. So, Asaba, he's basically Hawkeye from Temu.com, chronically ill, and chronically always wants time off work, has 101 excuses, and you're still one of them. Yeah, I can still unlock them, I just need to wait for the banners to roll back around to unlock them. Some of them, they're not on the limited banners. I'll go through the ones I need to unlock.
I've got your back.
So at the minute, the limited ones Trigger. Trigger, Sniper, she got that Gyat. She's also blind. I don't understand the logistics of having a blind sniper, but I ain't going to argue with a Gyat like that. And I did intentionally word it like that to rhyme. Then there's our favourite rat, the notorious rat, Jane Doe. She is part of the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. And she is a secret agent. She infiltrates gangs and basically takes them apart from the inside. She's also a psychologist. And a rat. But she will 100% ruin your life. She's also a really good agent. Then we've got Chingy, the little android police girl. She's quite funny. Obviously, with her being an android, she has certain advantages over other people. She's a stunner, and she's an absolute beast in combat. She's limited as well, I believe. But I could be wrong. Then there's Zhu Yuan. She's also limited, I think. I've heard her banners coming back round. She's part of the same agents, Chingy and Jane. But she's basically just a new Eridu police officer. So she doesn't have like any really special stuff. I like Zhu Yuan. There's one specific thing I like about her. And you can't really see it on this. But she got cake. She got hella cake. I also like the fact that she uses guns. I know she's a police officer. But like, none of the other police officers use guns. The only anime was Valkyria Chronicles. That is a good game, Valkyria Chronicles. I played one of the older ones. That was really good. Then there's Ellen Jo from the housekeeping, the Victoria housekeeping. She's basically a shark girl who chronically falls asleep all the time. It's alright, bro. Don't worry. We all multitask. Grace. Grace is fun. I like using Grace. She uses sort of like futuristic nail guns in combat and like EMP grenades. She's just got mad love for robots. She doesn't actually give a fuck about you unless you're a robot. Then there's Fighter Man, Lightning. He will 100% fist your asshole and enjoy it. This guy will throw down with the best of them. Part of the Sons of Calydon. I believe all of them except for maybe Grace is limited. Caesar, the boss of the Sons of Calydon. Ironically, they're called the Sons of Calydon, but the majority of the team are all female. I like that irony. I also like the fact that her shield is like literally just a vehicle tyre. Like a bike tyre. I found that quite fun. Soldier 11, part of the Airball squad. I think she's the only one in Airball squad at the minute. Unless Trigger's part of it and Silver Soldier Ambi. She is essentially a clone of Anby, as we found out in Anby's story. She uses a fire sword, which looks like a machete. And she also forgets everyone's names, which is quite funny. Then we get back to the agents. I have covered him. Seth, the twinky little fox boy, who is part of the criminal investigation, PubSec. Tank, he uses a giant baton and a shield in combat. I shit on him a lot, but he's actually pretty good. He just doesn't fall into my playstyle. Then we got Ben, our bear. Do you choose Seth or do you choose the bear? Everyone's choosing the bear. Another tank, Ben will keep you safe. Then we got Pulchra, she's actually one of the new agents, but she was free. And I'm fairly certain they only put her into the game because the fans wanted it. Yeah, you can buy the characters, but you have to wait for them to come back on the limited pulls. Like, Pulchra's quite interesting. She uses some sort of gun blades. Sukaku, the little demon girl, she just eats everything in sight. Kind of like me, to be fair. And she uses a giant fucking... I don't know, would you call that an axe? Like a great axe, innit? A great axe bordering on halberd length. It's too wide and girthy to be considered a halberd, I think, though. It's more of an axe. Anton's cool. He just drills shit. Corinne, Colin, whatever you want to call her. She's the cutesy Victorian housekeeping maid. She's highly apologetic and will 100% wreck you with a chainsaw, which she won't show me. I wanted to see the chainsaw. But yeah, I think we're probably going to use her in one of the story missions. Billy the Kid, he's quite cool. I'm still unsure as to whether he's actually a robot or an android. Like, he always goes on about needing oil and stuff. But that could just be like playing into the joke. He could just be wearing a mask and like a robotic body. Like, there could be some human part of him there. We're gonna go with he's a robot for now. Lucy's interesting. Rich daughter of, I think she said there was like millionaires, but knowing this game there could be billionaires. They want her back, but she don't want to come back. She's quite useful in combat. I've been leveling her up a little bit just because of how useful in combat she is. I haven't like leveled up all her discs yet though. I probably could, to be fair, but I don't really use her that much. Only for like the special missions. Nicole will absolutely ruin your life. Just look at her. She's a sultry seductress and will 100% destroy everything you own. And at the same time, most people would let it happen. Just looking down on you so dismissively. Just there, like, and what? Yeah, is Holly dressing up as in her original outfit? Or is she wearing this new outfit? I mean, both outfits are cool. I'll just put this one on because I got it. Bubblegum, yeah. Yeah, she's aggressively bubblegum pink. Her other outfit isn't as bubblegum pink, I don't think. Nor is it as revealing. She also has a cat tail, like a leopard tail. Can't really see it from there. You can see it when she twirls around. Harley Quinn in April and Nicole in July. Harley Quinn is a good shout. Alexandrina, canonically, cannot cook. There was actually a side story. Her cooking was that shit. They went in the hollows to try and get rid of her cooking. Because that's how bad it is. She's pretty good in combat though. Quite fun. You only bought Dead or Alive because the titties bounced. Yeah, everything bounces in this game. The jiggle physics are real. Von Lycon, the Muay Thai wolf guy, he is sophisticated and really cool. If you want kick into the moon, he will 100% oblige. Protect him with your life and he'll protect you with his. Kaleda, owner of a bellybog company, the Heavy Industries. Her dad passed away, which is why she took over at such a young age. I mean, she looks like she's probably about 14. And to be fair, she kind of acts like it. There's that one character in high school anime that can't cook and ends up baking poison food. Yeah, it's, what's her name from Spy X Family, right? The assassin. Ah, oh, why have I gone blank and forgot her name? Neko Mita. Nico Noi. She's cool. Cat girl, and actually acts like a cat girl. Like, a 10 out of 10 cat girl. Just because of how cat girls have actually got her. Like, a lot of cat girls, they give them double ears, which is pointless. Why would you have normal human ears as a cat girl? Are you all Terminator fans? I liked the older ones. I haven't watched the new one on Netflix yet. The anime. I will probably have to watch it at some point. Piper looks like she's in her early 20s, but acts like she's in her 60s. Actually quite funny how old she acts given how young she looks. And she has giant axe. Anby, my favourite girl. I don't think we need to go into much of a discussion. She's just pure badass. Possibly neurodivergent. Also, really likes burgers. Evelyn, everyone's favourite bodyguard. And she got some serious body. In combat, when you use her ultimate, she throws her coat off. And then there's Astra. Astra's cool. She's a songstress. And she's pretty much the only healer in the game. Which ultimately makes her one of the best. I like the fact that her weapon's basically just a microphone with her song discs in. Yeah, I'm sure it's Spy X Family. I can't remember the person's name though, but yeah, she's like an assassin, and she's really shit at cooking to the point where she'll like poison people, and like no one likes to let her cook. I think she's called Your Forger. Tsukishiro Yanagi, she's cool. She's basically the lieutenant in command of the special forces, and she uses Naginata, I believe it's called, like a long spear. I like her, she's quite cool. She comes across as boring, but I kind of like that. She's also pretty good at rapping. Benny's, everyone's favourite airhead, just dumb, has an absolute fiendish favour of energy drink. We actually released a song where Benny's is like the one singing it. It's quite fucking funny. After I finish streaming, I'll post it again in the Discord. But yeah, the song is lit. I can't deny. Mocktails, mixers, ice. The snacks are real nice. Hoshimi Miyabi, my favourite. The leader of the Hollow Special Operations. Fox Girl Samurai. Yeah, your Forge of one with the black hair. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she can't cook for shit. Miyabi's like probably my favourite agent. And it's not just because of how OP she is. It's just her as a whole. She's small, just like me. She's a little bit aloof, just like me. And she, yeah, she's quite interesting. Right, let's get into it. First off, we need to talk to... No, first off, we're going to ignore Corinne. Sorry, Corinne. Miyabi is a sweet restaurant here, lol. That's actually pretty cool. We're going to do the trigger story first. So, trigger warning for anyone out there. Oh, I'm so funny. Bated breath. Shooting range. It'll be interesting if it is like an FPS shooting range. That'll actually... Oh my god, is it actually? Press R2 for a single shot. When the blue flash appears on the muzzle, you can perform another single shot, otherwise rapid fire will be triggered. Each single shot consumes one bullet. Hold R2 for rapid fire. Rapid fire is a higher fire rate but deals lower damage. Each rapid fire shot consumes one bullet, makes sense. Press square to refill the mag. When the magazine is empty, ammo will be refilled automatically. If a golden bang boost suddenly appears, you'll have unlimited ammo. Defeat enemies to earn points. Hit their ether core for bonus points. Chain hits on ether cores to multiply your point bonus. Take down all enemies as fast as you can to rack up a high score. Countdown timer at the top shows maximum time limit. Clear waves early and leftover time converts to bonus points. The more time you save, the higher your score. So you're all going to see how shit I am at FPS. Nah, oh wow, I can zoom in. Press L2 to target distant enemies. Yeah, I already worked that out, mate. I played enough FPS games. After aiming, the shots will have a piercing effect, letting you hit all enemies in a straight line for a maximum value. However, keep in mind that each aim shot... Ah, it consumes 5 bullets. I haven't been tracking that. Fucking wrecked. Daka 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 daka. The gun goes brah. Don't mind me, I'm just channeling my inner American. Maybe her visor lets us see. Yeah, I think that's what it is, a visor lets us see. Yeah, Americans do sure love the guns. Love the guns that much, there's actually an amendment for the right to bear arms. You go to Texas, there's more guns than people. Oh, I'm liking this training. This training's good. Some hollow investigator targets have been introduced to the range as friendly hostages. Make sure you don't hit them by mistake. Why aren't the targets made to look like they're from the Defence Force? The higher-ups say black uniforms and black ethereals are too hard to tell apart. Ah, nice. Yeah, I know states are different on the like licenses to own guns. I know some states are a lot more lenient than others. I haven't fired a railgun, but I've been airsofting. Airsofting's fun. Oh. Live in the soul. I can just go shopping for one. That's cool. Not gonna lie, I was expecting them to like line up properly. Banana! Oh, banana! Unlimited fire! I nearly hit that fucking person. We must save the hostages. I live in the south. Can we just go? God knows not to send a soul through my front door. That's not warranted. I'll go full bloodless berserker. To answer your question, James Enix, I know for a fact that in some states, or most states, it's regulated, so you need to be able to prove that you can own a firearm. There's like certain licenses you can get. They can't just like give them to like mentally ill people or children or convicts. I know that's a big one. Most convicts can own a gun because, you know, obviously for a criminal they'll probably use it for nefarious reasons. But then at the same time, you can just get like guns from gangsters. Yeah, concealed weapon permit. I know there's some states that have open carry as well, although I think there's very few of them. I know most states have their own laws regarding gun permits and like carrying and that. Before you stands an ethereal protected by a shield around its core. Strike at its weakest point when its defences are down. The ethereal doesn't care about unemployment, relationships or health issues, so use physical force to break through its defence. Sounds like our government. Doesn't care about unemployment, relationships or health issues. I probably shouldn't say stuff like that. Government spies will infiltrate my home and kill me in my sleep. I'm fairly certain it'll only be handguns, Enix. I doubt you can go in and just buy like heavy arms. But then again, that probably determines by the state. Imagine going into your local Walmart there and just like coming out with an RPG. Oh wow, you can actually get an AR-15. That's crazy. Go to your local like Walmart and just get an AR-15. I mean, the thing a lot of people don't realise is, like, America has, like, bears and shit, so it makes sense that you can, like, buy guns. Nah, most states are safe. I mean, I've been to Florida twice as a kid, and I felt quite safe. You're more likely to get attacked by an alligator than a person with a gun. But then that was many years ago, so Florida's probably turned into a full-on degenerate state. I know over here you can buy shotguns depending on where you are. Like, if you're a farmer, you can legally own a shotgun. Yeah, most Americans won't just open fire on you for, like, no reason. And even if they have a reason, a lot of states, they won't let you use a firearm unless someone else has a firearm and they're using it on you. I know there's some states that have the stand your ground, which means, like, if someone's coming at you with the intent to injure or kill, you can, obviously, as it says, stand your ground and use your gun in self-defense. But then on the split side, some states, they don't even let you shoot an intruder. Don't visit a blue state. Democrats fucking ruin everything. Visit a red state. We are way more nice and hospitable. Yeah. Without getting into politics too much, I have heard that. Yeah, you can buy real guns here. Police background check. Possibly. Technically, I owned a firearm because I went airsofting and I owned a replica AK. But obviously it only fires little plastic ball bearings. I mean, I could probably put metal ones in there and it'd hurt, but it won't be enough to kill. But I know, like, people like farmers, they are legally allowed to own a shotgun over here. Certain parts of the world you're allowed to own, like, bows and crossbows, but I'm not sure how legal they are, so I don't want to say yes. Snipers generally prefer to stay quiet, but these exploding targets are the exception. They're such a stress reliever that full of explosions might make you envy the artillery guys. Stay focused though, they get way more complaints filed than you do. Man. The absolute humour in this game is crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of hunting seasons in America, and you obviously have issues with dangerous creatures like bears and shit. Like, we don't have bears over here. We used to, back in the day. There used to be bears all over Britain. Fucking duck season. Yeah, it might have been a bit longer than 400 years ago, but yeah, we basically either hunted them to extinction or shipped them abroad. Our forefathers really shot for the moon on our Second Amendment. Oh, the last wolf hunted was in Filey. That's interesting to know. Like, we're quite fortunate in the UK, there's not really any natural predators around still. Like, there's some snakes that are quite venomous. I think there's like 2 or 3. I believe the most being the adder. But unless you're going hiking in a really urban place, you're not going to run into an adder. And most adders are shy and won't really fuck with you unless you step on the tail or enter the nest. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're a small island. We're a small island, but we could drink New Jersey under the table. I think our most dangerous predator is probably seagulls. Or when the Canadian geese invade. When the Canadian geese invade, we all have to hide indoors because Canadian geese are evil. They're fucking pure Satan spawn. Those wicked ethereals have learnt to hide behind solid barriers to save their skins. They've mastered the essence of human survival. The way they hide reminds you of many despicable beings. Let that fuel your trigger finger. Or I will fuel my trigger finger, alright? My trigger finger has been fueled. Dick shot. Tried to get a 2 for... Oh, 2 for the price of 1. I'll say you buy 1, you get 1 free. Unlimited fire! Ammo efficiency is definitely important, especially in warfare. Yeah, America's that fucking massive. You have to drive pretty much everywhere you go. Like, trains and buses are really just for, like, incredible, like, centralised city areas. But even then, like, places like New York that get absolutely gridded with traffic. Probably better off just cycling if you're going to be in the main city. I mean, it's like, in America you can drive, like, 3 hours and you're still in the same state. Probably longer for some states. You drive 3 hours in the UK and what we call a bread cake has changed like 12 times. Suppress your presence and clear the battlefield of the aerials with maximum efficiency. This is your first lesson in a shooting range. Stay focused. The targets will pop up faster and more frequently. Just pretend they're doing sit-ups. Haha. Cyclists here are bitches. They act like they're entitled to the road. Makes me want to swing my fucking door open. I mean, they're exactly the same here. Like, in fact, they're probably worse here because they act like they own the paths as well. It's like there'll be a specific part of the road that is a cycle lane for them, and they'll go on the path, or they'll stay in the middle of the road, and then they'll make a cycle path for them, and they'll be on the road. It's like, what do you want? You're asking to be run over. And then they'll be on the phones texting or drinking a can of, like, special brew or something. It's like, bro, if I did that, I'd be arrested. Banana! Stupid golden bang boots. You make me look bad. Oh. Like we have wide shoulders and back breasts, but don't matter, yeah. So you got that bit wrong. The last wolf in England hunted to extinction was at Humphrey's Head in South Cumbria in the 14th century. Ah, cool. Direwolves have been genetically created again, extinct for 10,000 years until now. They are named Romulus and Remus. That's actually pretty cool. Took their DNA from an ancient site and made them in a lab. That's some Jurassic Park shit. Life finds a way. Also, I'm actually surprised how good I am with this sniper rifle, because normally with a sniper rifle, I'm absolutely dog shit in FPS games. I just don't have the patience. I don't think it's a problem bringing direwolves back. I mean, as long as they're released into an area where they're not going to destabilise the economy. There's no preference at all. Yeah, they'd need to, like, find, like, a proper place for them, won't they? Because that was a problem with dodos. That's one of the reasons why they went extinct. They was hunted to extinction because predators came and just fucked them up. 6 feet tall on the back legs, fucking hell, that's taller than me. Imagine one of those coming down on you. Not gonna lie, I nearly shot that picture then. The gun goes pew. Changing mags! I have to be careful, I'm not the NYPD, I don't want to be shooting hostages. Switching mags. Heard they're experimenting on rats and made woolly rats to try and bring back the woolly mammoth. They won't even disclose the location of where they made them, because, yeah, they'd 100% be mobbed if they told everyone where it was. Like, experiments like that, I mean, they can border on the unethical. Like, as long as they're doing shit ethically, I don't really see a problem with it. As long as we're doing it for scientific advancement and not devious reasons. Fucking right in front of me and I missed. Oh, I was going for a twofer. Haha, science. Yeah, the gun range is taking a while. I think it's because it's just like a bunch of training missions to see what she has to go through to like get to how badass she is. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm enjoying it. It's different. Like, she's really one of few who's like focused on being FPS. Look at these stupid civilians getting in the way. Dumb bitches. Yeah, her leg and cake jiggles when she shoots. That's like the main selling point of her. I'm not gonna lie as well, I think I might be as blind as her when I take some of these shots. How you doing? I think I've got one more gun mission left, maybe two. And then it's her actual story. I believe it's a proper story. Because some of these, it can be an actual story, and some of them, like this, it's just sad shit. Snipers generally prefer to stay quiet, but these... so this is like literally the same thing, but it's just more advanced, I think. The others was training and these like assessments. I kind of wish I had grenades. Fuck you, chicken strips. Oh man, I'm such shit. Banana! I feel like the US when they're in war right now, just gunning down everything that moves. I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I gotta do. I wish I could call an AC-130 on these targets though. I mean, snipers would have access to things like that because they're the ones who can see the entire battlefield. So it makes sense we'd have a laser designator to be able to mark targets that need air support. Get popped. Just call me Big Popper. Yeah, I don't really have the patience to be a sniper, like IRL or games. I just want to run in with my akimbo Uzis and just tear up the battlefield. Obviously doing that in real life would be kind of dangerous. Banana! Absolutely wrecked, mate. So I might not be the best sniper of the realm, but I'm good enough. And that is the sniper training. Now it's time for the story. Ah yeah, that was Anby's training. Story. Whispers from beyond the river dwelling her eyes. This is a story that took place in the past. A story of a rookie proxy named Faith, who meets a young lady at a crossroads of fate. Ah, so we do know her from previous. Belle, we've been on 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commissions have we taken these past few days?
Heh, we haven't received many commissions yet.
It's okay. We're starting our proxy business and video store from scratch, side by side. It'll take time. These days, I've been focused on managing the store, so thank you for taking care of our internet business, Belle. Having this cosy little home with you is already much better than the life we have just after leaving the academy. As long as we slowly build our reputation, we'll eventually have a chance to uncover clues about the fall of the old capital. Belle, we'll take it slow. I bet he says that to all the lasses. She's not a smoker, she's just a fucking gremlin.
Yeah, but I want to take on some commissions, yeah.
Belle, your enthusiasm is really something, but your troubles will soon be resolved. I saw how hard you've been searching for commissions, So these past few days I found an intelligence broker on the internet who can help introduce commissions to us. As long as we can establish a long-term partnership with this professional intelligence broker, we shouldn't have to worry about getting commissions in the future. As your older brother, I also want to be able to help you.
Good job, heh.
Thanks, I've done a good job today. I arranged to meet him at the store. He should be arriving soon. At that moment, a sudden knocking comes from the door. He's here, just in time, Belle. Let's go talk to him. Who knows, maybe a cool surprise will be waiting for us on our first commission with him.
Heh, heh, heh. Who's at the door? Let's open the door.
As the front door is opened, a man in a suit walks in. Although he wears a friendly and reliable smile, there is still something slightly off about him. Belle, allow me to introduce our future partner, the intelligence broker I found on the internet. Nice to meet you both. You can call me Shepard. I'm glad you two chose to work with me. By the way, are you just starting out in this line of work?
Heh, we just started, but business hasn't been.
I understand. It's normal for rookie proxies like you two to have a hard time finding commissions. But please don't worry, as an intelligence broker, I exist precisely for people like you. Let me check my notes. Your name is Phaethon, right? What kind of commissions do you usually specialize in?
Heh, we're great at any commission.
What an energetic response. These days, many young proxies lack the energy you have. Bruh, young people should have loads of energy. Should be full of it. That being said, combat-related commissions might be a bit tricky, right? The two of you don't seem like fighters, and hiring combat personnel can be expensive for new proxies. To be honest, I'm not sure I feel comfortable assigning you anything dangerous. We'll find our own way to resolve that. I believe you'll see it in the actual commission. The actual commission, huh? Well then, I happen to have a recently issued commission that could serve as the perfect starting point for our partnership. I believe this commission is of a perfect difficulty to assess your abilities. If you're interested, let me explain the details. Shall we move to a more convenient place to talk? It's not suitable to talk about this at the counter, so you move into a small room with Shepard to discuss things in detail. Oh yeah, the voices I do for the characters, they don't sound like that at all.
Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
Although, funnily enough, I forgot what Shepard sounded like and I'm not 100 miles away.
Not to be rude to the client, but guiding people through the hollows is what a proxy does. A commission that doesn't even require stepping in one seems kind of pointless for us to handle, right?
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what
He's
makes
definitely
a
trying
proxy
to pass it
proxy.
off on us.
But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
Shepard nods in satisfaction and pulls out 3 items from his pocket: harmonica, a sheet of music, and an old photo. A somewhat aged photograph, though the image remains fairly clear. A young blonde woman with her eyes covered leans against a wall. For some reason, her silhouette seems so fragile, as if it might shatter into pieces at any moment.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica.
Ah yes, because everybody knows how to play a fucking harmonica, you absolute tool.
Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Quick, Linku! Play the harmonica. We must play the tune Ocarina of Time. Let's go to Port Elpis and look for clues.
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then.
Oh, Belle just accidentally insulted her. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. And she's sure as fuck not going to see you any day. Oh, you're killing me, Belle.
I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Ah, the seagulls. The vicious seagulls. It's almost like they live in Blackpool.
Why do you sound mad? Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully.
We all know what the fuck Wise was looking at.
Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find.
He was looking at the jiggle physics of her behind.
Let's go to the port. Try and catch a seagull. Put a seagull in my bag. Take it home to Wise. Make it my pet. Call it Pecky.
Belle, we've arrived. Time to find our missing person. However, it was just a week ago when we saw that lady, and we can't be for sure if she's the person we're looking for. Even if she is, it's uncertain whether she's still around here. I mean, she's blind, how far can she have gone, really?
Let's look around for clues first.
Right, since we don't have any other leads right now, let's try our luck here. I'll attempt to hack into the cameras to check if she's been around recently. As for you, Belle, take the photo and ask for locals and passerby around here.
I'm on a wild hunt.
Welcome to Tater King. Our fries and hot dog combo is a hot seller. Would you like to give it a try?
Hello, have you seen this person?
Oh, I remember seeing this girl before.
When exactly?
Maybe once every 1 or 2 months. I see her wandering around this area. But I've never spoken to her, and she doesn't really seem to interact with anyone around here, so I don't know much about her background.
So she hasn't been around recently?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing her recently. Are you looking for her? I can keep an eye out for you.
Alright, thanks.
By the way, would you like some fries?
The seagulls here are always trying to steal the fries.
Alright then. Those seagulls have been active recently. Will they have a negative impact on the sales of our fries? Looks like I shouldn't feed them too much in the future. Why the fuck are you feeding the seagulls? There's literally a sign in the background saying, do not feed the seagulls. Do not feed them, you stupid bitch. Look, look. Where is it? It's not there. But there's definitely a sign around here saying, do not feed the seagulls. I'm going to find it. It's not that one. There's definitely a sign. I've seen it. I'll find it in a minute. We'll go talk to someone else. But there's definitely a fucking sign, woman. You watch, I bet they got rid of it for this specific story part. There's definitely a sign, but I've seen it before. Knock, knock.
The room upstairs. Someone might be living there, right? If a blindfolded woman appeared around the part, maybe whoever lives here seen her. Complete silence, but there seems to be some kind of noise inside.
Who?
Excuse me, are you seeing this person?
Who? Let me see.
The door opens slightly. I carefully hand the photo over. Within 3 seconds, the person returns it.
Never seen. Disappear. In the end, everyone will disappear, including me.
The door shuts. What was all that about? Time to find my next person.
Let's go to the lighthouse.
If we climb up the lighthouse and overlook the entire park, maybe we'll spot the blindfolded woman somewhere.
Just as you are about to try opening the door leading to the top of the lighthouse, an old man appears behind you. No, did he?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? This lighthouse is currently off limits. No one is allowed to enter.
Sorry, I didn't know.
If I hadn't shown up, you would have just gone straight in, wouldn't you? This lighthouse has to be properly maintained for years. If something happened to you, who would take responsibility? Besides, what do you need to go up the lighthouse for?
I'm just looking for someone. Are you seeing this person?
Let me see. This girl does have a rather memorable appearance, like that cat, but I don't remember seeing her before.
I think she might have been here before.
Is that so? I usually keep to the lighthouse. If she was on the docks walkway, I definitely wouldn't have seen her. If you're looking for her, I suggest tracking around here. At the very least, I haven't seen this girl near the lighthouse.
Alright, thanks. Sarchuk. I've asked a few people, but none of the clues seem particularly useful. Perhaps we should head back, discuss it properly with Wise.
Oh, hi Wise, I was just trying to find you.
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
Absolutely fucking nothing, bro.
I was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
McDonald.
I love popcorn. Where am I?
Now we're gonna play the Ocarina of Time, and just like magic, she'll appear.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Bro, if you play the harmonica, you'll hear how it sounds. You absolute towel. You just want your sister to be cute, because you don't want to be seen as blowing a harmonica. You don't want it to ruin your reputation.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now, though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
I'll just spit all over it, deliberately so that I can't play it and then give it to him. I'm not a professional at a harmonica, but that sounds pretty good. It was pretty accurate. Whatever you think, it sounded good at least. The music continues for half a minute.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Also, he's quite literally the worst fucking brother ever. Like, she's your little sister, you're supposed to gas her up. You're supposed to tell her that she's really good. It sounded great.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Now I know why they're playing the harmonica. She's fucking blind, isn't she? That's going to be like a tune she's familiar with. Whenever they play it, she'll appear, and she'll know that whoever it is who's made the tune is there wanting to meet her. Fuck's sake, it's like a dog whistle.
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... Wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
Haha, stealth 100.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
I mean, it makes sense, she's a sniper. Snipers are supposed to move quietly. Wise shoots you a questioning glance. The blindfolded woman from the photo actually appeared. What an unexpected surprise, but now what? First things first, let's bring her back home. Now, if that was Wise saying that, that would 100% be sus. Like...
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Wise is just getting a harem of women
Let's head
under
back
his
to the
control,
store.
isn't he?
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time. But I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
She's gonna instantly ask for a manager as soon as she gets to the store, isn't she? Belle's gonna come out the back in a hat with a monocle on and be like, I am the manager! You return to the video store with a woman who calls herself Karen. Along the way, you introduce yourselves and share a bit about your fledgling proxy business. I'm going as Wise in July. And he's a literal piece of crap. He's not that
Miss
bad.
Charon, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
Yes, Karen. I'll get you something to drink, and then I'll go get some massage oil. We'll work on those glutes of yours, get her nice and relaxed.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left, it has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
Yeah, that little mask she's wearing, it must be able to see, like, electromagnetically for her to know that. I mean, in all fairness, dissing your sister's not really that bad. Me and my sister hated each other when we were siblings. Like, we used to argue all the time and that. So, I kind of get the casual dissing.
How'd you spot that?
Let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I do like how a mask changes colours depending on what emotional response she
I
has.
rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp.
Ah, so she's almost as blind as, yeah.
I heard a faint buzzing sound. by moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
I mean, I'm just calling it now, that's bullshit. Like, no blind person will be able to do that, but it is also an anime video game, so we roll with it.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
That's true. A subtle silence fills the room. It's clear enough you have enough secrets you don't want to share with others, and there's an unspoken understanding between you. As the silence is on the brink of becoming awkward, a knock sounds at the door from outside the shop.
It's me again! You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
Pause!
I'm glad you're impressed. But why do I get the feeling you aren't very happy? You look a little uneasy.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his Knock Knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today.
Great, so now we need to go
Just
find
when I
him.
thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location. The edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
Sending a location from the edge of a hollow? That's anything but normal. And the client hasn't responded at all?
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's alright. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Does this mean I get to kill
Sorry,
someone
but
soon?
I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
Does she not have a fucking sniper rifle with her right now?
I'm a soldier. I served with the Eridu Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combat skills.
Yeah, this guy is a total penis. And he doesn't even deserve to be part of a long dick dynasty.
The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them.
He's almost definitely surname is Small PP.
As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me.
She's blind and she wants someone to guide her. She should get a dog.
I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
Well, funny you should ask.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
In all fairness, if you said no, her name's Karen, she'd be reporting you to the authorities for discrimination. One and clicking games, yeah. I also kind of want to choke Shepard with his tie.
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how Wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not.
Technically, she's already found a dog because Wise is a right dirty dog. With his harem of babes.
Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I still remember in one of the previous missions where Zhu Yuan was investigating and the proxies had Qingyi in a box because she'd sent her old body to them He can guarantee that Wise put it back together and kept it in his room.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
Karen's acting out of line? Well, no bloody shit.
No worries. Seeing how determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
Also, I'm not sure if, like, my choices of dialogue actually make much of a difference. Yeah. Not a pissy carrot, imagine that. I know, right?
This is the path I follow.
Hon, hon, hon the cake. Right, James Enix, who do you want to see in combat? Since you always say that I should use different people. Trigger's a support anyway, so I won't really be using her too much in the combat, but I will try and focus on using her. She's electric, so she would pair well with Anby, but she's also a stunner. How is your least used characters not leveled up?
Super standing. Hey, don't look down on me. Pick me.
My least used characters
Do it.
go with the sword. Go full ninja sword. Yeah, I really like using Miyabi. I always use Miyabi. She's like my main character to use. I will use Miyabi because you haven't seen me use Miyabi. And then
This is the path I follow.
I have a stunner, so I don't really need a stunner.
Let's take a break.
I used to always use Piper, but I don't really use Piper that much now. Others have replaced her.
I shall follow.
Proxy.
I'm at.
Hey, pick me.
We'll
and
use.
I promise you'll learn big.
Alright, calm down. We'll use the aggressive pink thing.
You're not gonna mess up my new clothes, are you?
She's so aggressively pink, it's unreal. And actually, Nicole and Miyabi pair quite well together. I normally play Astra with Miyabi, but we'll go with this team comp. Every mission I'll try and use some different characters. I do like to use different team comp characters. Look at how fucking badass this sniper looks. And
Miss Caron, I need some time to
jiggle.
calculate the hollow route.
Yeah, leave this to me, Proxy.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I've been to this
Yeah,
hollow
yeah.
before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
I gotcha.
Copy.
Omemo Shindaru. Nani?
Doesn't take that long.
The path ahead.
Boom, boom,
Should
boom.
be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago. Suppressing fire. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think. You're in my sight.
Omemo Shindaru. Nani?
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy.
The
got
only
ahead of
problem is
myself
when
and
I
made things difficult for you.
when I do the combat so fast, it actually skips lines of dialogue, and that's happened
no
a couple
trouble.
of times.
There's a fissure nearby. We can use it to get back on the right path.
Oh yeah, she has a briefcase cannon. So when she slams a briefcase at enemies, it fires.
Here on out.
So it's like got a gun in there, but then obviously when you use the triangle button
By the way,
for
Miss Caron,
EX special,
How are you so fluid
it's
when
a
you move
cannon.
and fight?
Ooh, give me that cargo truck.
Is it
delicious.
because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
Whomp. Boom!
Pierce right through. That's one part of it.
Wait, something's up ahead. There's someone on the ground. Ugh, it smells like blood.
Smells like blood. A man and woman lie collapsed on the ground with the unmistakable smell of blood emanating from them. Following the source of the scent, you see bullet holes from the bodies. And there's only one person with a sniper rifle around here. Very suspicious. Check their condition, and then after you do that, check the pockets. No signs of breathing. Their heartbeats and pulses are completely gone. These two are dead. Cause of death appears to be severe blood loss from long-range gunshot wounds. I'm not gonna lie, Trigger, it's not looking good for you right now. Time of death probably within the last 1 or 2 hours, just before we entered the hollow. Yeah, you're a sniper though, so you could have got there and back in time. Which means this isn't just a case of losing contact with our client. Someone's been killing people in this hollow. Though I don't sense the killer nearby right now. There's still a chance we're active somewhere in the hollow. Proxy, don't stray from my side, I'll keep you safe. Aww. I really want to take the bodies out the hollow, but without knowing the killer's whereabouts, moving them would be too risky. Also, that's a job for the police. Proxy mark these coordinates. Once we confirm the area is safe, we'll come back and retrieve their bodies. Sorry, the ground must be cold. May you rest in peace.
What could have
Pulls out
happened?
chainsaw. May you rest in
Did this?
pieces.
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet, the killer was a sniper, just like me.
Why would you out yourself like that?
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on?
My fucking railgun sniper.
Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
Vision activate. Here. Can't catch me. Here, you're cornered. Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether. You're in my sights. Mike, as soon as
Special
the valve is
attacks.
open, the ether will flow out at a fixed
Boom.
rate. What in position?
It's no good surrendering! Remember to...
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up.
Oh, it's dead. Stop! It's already dead!
Charon, it'll be dangerous if we keep moving forward.
Press R2 for a single shot. When the blue flash appears on a muzzle, you can perform another single shot. Otherwise, rapid fire will be triggered. Each single shot consumes 1 bullet. Hold R2 for rapid fire. What am I supposed to be shooting at then?
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled.
Oh, yeah.
We can keep moving.
Yeah. More dead people!
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive.
Oh, they're
I'm
alive.
not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
Check their condition. She just said they're alive.
That's a relief. Charon, can you confirm their condition?
Like, I'm not sure she's a battlefield medic, Belle.
Confirmed. One is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other
Ooh.
3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
Ah, cocked pistol. Maybe we should put him out his misery.
Who
are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
Oh, the light. The light at the end of the tunnel. It's rapidly approaching.
Also, did Sephiroth do this?
There must be something we can do. I'll contact the hospital, and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Do you not have like a stim pack on you or something?
Am I dying?
DED.
I just want to go home.
We need F's in chat for the guy.
Come!
Wow. What a fucking bitch. She doesn't respond. She sits beside the dying man, pulls out a harmonica and begins to play a soft, familiar melody. People die and she just plays music. I mean, at least he passed away peacefully.
Charon, what's wrong? It looks like you're in pain.
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now is one of them. Staring into death, it's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people?
I thought she said these thighs, not these eyes. Now that's just what we are looking at.
I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I also find it hilarious how Belle often looks scared despite the fact she's not there. She's only there as a bang boo.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
Oh, he's got the, what do you call it, the syndrome where people fall for the captors. Like, leave? I don't want to leave this place. I like my captor.
The culprit should be gone by now. Charon, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Also, that was hella presumptuous that the culprit should be gone by now. As if they're not watching from, like, 10 miles away or whatever. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome, that's it, where you fall in love with your captors. Exhausted and unable to carry any more bodies, you record the coordinates of a few other corpses. Once this is all over, you should make sure to report them anonymously to the public security. With Karen, you keep your guard up alongside the 3 survivors, eventually arriving at the abandoned metro entrance in front of the Ballet Twins Road. Proxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballet Twins has been abandoned due to the Hollow disaster, and no one's likely to be around. It's both secluded and safe, making it a perfect place for a conversation.
There's 3 survivors.
Yes, I know. They just escaped from a killer, so we need to check on their injuries and mental well-being. Well, they're probably a bit shook up, mate.
Could one of them be the client?
The client's probably been shot. Unfortunately, I don't think so. After they woke up and saw me, they didn't have any particular reason. If they were the ones who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognised me to some extent. Proxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator. Trying to track us or attempting to ambush us. Could you please have a brief conversation with those 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. I'm also finding it really hard to concentrate with a body jiggling. And to be honest, I think they might. No, it's probably just my imagination.
I'll gather information from him first.
Thank you, Proxy. So, we have this bitch, introverted woman. Take a deep breath. If your emotions get too intense, the wound might reopen. Ugh, I still feel like I'm going to throw up. The fear that someone's trying to shoot me, it just won't go away.
Are you guys okay?
I'm okay. Did you save us? I'm just about holding up. I'm more or less recovered from a shock. I remember you. You were looking for someone around Port Elpis, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I've seen you before.
Ah, how embarrassing. I never thought we'd meet like this.
What are your names?
My name is Jeff. Erin. Just call me Erin. Ugh. Feeling nauseous again? Ugh, I managed to hold it in. Did you want to ask us something?
I've some questions for you.
No problem. We'll answer what we can.
How'd you get kidnapped and taken into Hollow?
For me, you know, I was sightseeing at Port Elpis earlier. After that, I was on my way back home, driving along a deserted road when I seemed to hit something, so I got out of a car to check. That's how horror movies start. Never get out your car. Just a few seconds after I got out my car, someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. I still have a bump on the back of my head. You can feel it. Wait, you're feeling the wrong bump. Let me take a look. There really is a bump on the back of your head. As for me, I was sitting at home with my friend when someone pried open the lock and tampered with our food or water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. We were the only three that recovered from a hollow. Did you see another woman?
Just the three of you. I don't have any more questions.
Alright, anyway, thank you for your companion. If it weren't for your arrival, I don't think the perpetrator would have let us leave so easily. Why are we being targeted? I can't take this anymore. I have so much fun voicing these people. Gentleman. Ooh, thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive and out of the hollow.
What's your name?
Oh, me. I'm Jessie. Now, unironically, my voice kind of sounds like James from Team Rocket. I'm so grateful that you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for.
I've some questions I want to ask you.
Questions? Go ahead and ask, although I don't really want to remember what just happened. You did save my life.
How were you kidnapped and brought into Hollow?
I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me there was a big job I could do, asking me to meet in an alley on the 6th Street.
Pause.
I had just arrived at the agreed spot and was waiting when someone hit me from behind and knocked me out.
Pause. Why are you making it so sexual?
When I woke up, I was already in that hollow. And my hands and feet were tied. Fucking pause.
Got a few more questions. what you experiencing, Hollow?
Although I was tied up in a hollow, luckily I always carry a folded knife with me. I tried to shake the knife out of my pocket and cut the ropes, hoping to escape, especially since the area was filled with ethereals. But suddenly someone shot at me from the shadows. I was so scared I quickly dropped to the ground to dodge the bullets, but they immediately fired several more shots. I had no choice but to run for my life. The maniac shooting at me. I felt like they never intended to kill me right away. Instead, they seemed to be having fun watching me panic. Every shot scratched me, but none of them were fatal. I just kept dodging the ethereals and a sniper, running for my life.
Why does it sound like a scene from Saw?
In the end, I finally managed to hide in a place with fewer ethereals, but that maniac shot a tranquilizer into my thigh. I quickly passed out again. After that, I woke up for the second time, to you all around me.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions, mate. Go fuck yourself.
Is that all you wanted to ask? Well, anyway, thank you all. If you'd come any later, I think all three of us would have been killed by that maniac.
Oh, so you decided to talk to him anyway? So what was the point of me talking to him then, Karen? After a brief check on the three survivors, you share what you've learnt with Karen. Then she calls the three over.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an Internaut information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all.
So this killer's targeting, like, ex-military, it seems.
Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
It's about Remembrance, Bell, you absolute fucking waste of space. Everyone knows what a Remembrance Day is, you fucking moron.
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I love how this woman, like, is basically just said exactly what I said in a more polite way.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
Ooh, Obsidian Division.
This sounds like a
Fallen
series of
soldiers
murders
of the
targeting
Great
the
War,
Defense
yeah.
Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
Yeah, he's probably lying.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the defense force. Right, Jesse?
Oh, I could be a detective. I knew he was lying.
Well, that's...
Classified.
I just don't like bringing up my past in the defense force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd forget.
Like the civilian casualties from the airstrike you misplaced.
I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
So it's someone with a grudge against Obsidian Division.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impera Squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the defense force.
Also, if all these were military, tell me how they all got kidnapped in stupid ways. Like, this guy went to an alley to suck some dude off for money. She got out of the car after she hit someone. The other woman had her house broken into and her food poisoned. Should they all not be better in life?
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
Like, I like to imagine if you was part of the military, like, their life skills would teach you, like, to make sure that your safe space is actually fucking safe. You probably have, like, next level locks and, like, ring camera doorbells, CCTV, all that jazz. And they'd also probably teach you that not to get out with your vehicle in a deserted location because you could be ambushed.
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask.
Were you all actually in the military, or are you just bullshitting?
I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
3 survivors exchanged confused glances before shaking their heads at Karen.
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for. Male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Shadow Realm, like, get!
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me.
VIP.
You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person? Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
Is you got love?
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you.
Well, you clearly
But
shit as a
please,
soldier.
prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
And don't go meet any random people down an alley again. You return to random player with Karen. Even after questioning all those 3 survivors, the clues we have so far are insufficient. Our goal is to find the missing client. Right now, we only know that he was likely kidnapped by the perpetrator, but we have no idea who the perpetrator is or what they want. Karen, do you have any ideas, love? I think the other proxy is right. With the information 3 survivors provided is limited. With our current information, it's hard to deduce where we should go next to find the client. Our clues have run dry, but we have still gotten something out of it. At least we know some characteristics of the perpetrator. A sadistic sniper with a grudge against the Defense Force. They're meticulous in planning, avoid open confrontations, and are obsessed with committing crimes in a hollow. Also, and this is purely from me liking crime stuff, the majority of snipers have god complex. Like, that is a legit thing. Like, you look at all the sniper serial killers and that, historically, the majority of them have had god complex. Like, there was that one guy in America who literally left a playing card at the scene where he'd killed people. With these characteristics and the hollow coordinates, we might be able to deduce the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed kidnapped victims. Yeah, that's true. You could triangulate an area, look at where it was all kidnapped. It's probably somewhere in the middle of that area. That's basic police shit. But that would take quite a lot of time. Then go to New Eridu Public Security. Yes, and while we're narrowing down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. Karen seems somewhat agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence, just as you're about to accept reality and start organising the clues. The video door suddenly opens. Someone's here. Belle, I think that's Shepard. He's at the counter. You fucking think so? He stood right there with his goofy ass hat. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us, Proxy. Let's go talk to him first. Oh, do I have to talk to this loser? You bring Shepard into a room where you can talk. Or alternatively, we could, like, you know, lock the front door.
Phaeton, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
It looks like he stumbled in pissed. Yeah, he really does.
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Maybe he just shit himself and needed to use the toilet.
Just take a look for yourself.
Oh, bro, that's gross. Don't hold your shit up. Shepard shows you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location on Knock Knock. There were no other messages.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
A clue delivered... Oh, I need to do it in Belle's voice. A clue delivered right to us. I also found it hilarious that I'm making it sound like a Yorkshire gremlin.
Absolutely no clues. And now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just a disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Shepard hurries out again. He turns to Karen, who seems unsettled. Has she held back the full truth from Shepard to avoid having the search handed off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
It's nothing, but why?
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
And probably the smartest.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides...
I know of the perfect way to win this boss fight. We're going to turn the game off after we get into the mission. And then we're going to put the date forward, like 50 years, and the sniper will die of old age. It doesn't look good for Karen, does it? I'm sure she's a better sniper.
Asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah, the end. I'm sure she can probably hear the sniper getting fired and, like, instinctively just dodge out the way. Even if the bullet moves like a million miles per second or whatever. Like, she's got that anime bullshit reflexes. What if it's a trap? It's a trap!
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
Probably is a fucking trap. Probably doing this just to get to, Trigger.
I understand. I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I might not be streaming tomorrow because I'm planning on playing Monster Hunter with a mate, but I might still stream anyway while I'm playing it. So I'll let everyone know in the Discord. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed Zenless.
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan, they were family.
Why do they all have a tragic backstory, raised as an orphan? I think the only person who doesn't have a tragic backstory is Zhu Yuan.
I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music.
Anyone can write sheet music if they know music.
Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
If they're still alive, could there really be no trace of them after all these years? Why is his gaze towards you? Seems to convey such a question, but then thinking about how you're also searching for your teacher, it doesn't seem all that hard to understand. We'll help you.
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm musically illiterate. I can't play nor can I read music, but I'm sure if I actually practiced, I'd be able to.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
I mean, reading sheet music's just like learning another language, innit? And it depends on what instrument as well, because I believe different instruments have different sheet music. Because not every instrument has the same amount of keys in that. It looks like there's 3 missions for this story. I've only just seen that one was called Blind Pursuit.
Eradicate all evil.
Right. We're gonna use 2
You want to test my hammer?
shitter agents.
Standing
We'll
by.
use OG Anby, just because her and Trigger
Anby, in position.
actually know each other, I believe.
This
if
is
I'm
the path
remembering
I
correctly.
follow.
Tabs are easy, it's the numbers that tell you what string and tab on the neck, where you should put your fingers and what string to play. Yeah, exactly. We'll use Nectol Tomatoes. I ain't used Nekomata, like, for ages, so I'll use Nekomata. One of the main members of the Cunny Hares. We've got the Gyat and the Cat.
Looks like
What
there's
more do you
something
want?
here. Is this a communicator?
Bahamut. giant of the oil industry.
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the Hollow's entrance.
Suspicious.
Why is there a communicator here? It doesn't look like it was randomly left behind.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Ah, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
I'm trying to work out whether that voice is male or female. Sounds female.
Who are you? And by Sniper of Liar Squad, are you referring to Charon?
Well, she's not referring to you, is she, Belle? You'd probably get the fucking end of a sniper wrong and end your own life. Dumb bitch.
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name is next.
Grim Vulture sounds like a really cool ass name, but vultures are a carrion bird, and carrion birds don't actually kill. They scavenge and eat things that have already been killed.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
Also, I believe vultures have weaponized their own vomit. So if they're attacked, they can aggressively throw up on the thing that's attacking them, and that gives them a chance to fly away.
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
She's in your sights, but you're not in hers, because she doesn't have, sight.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the Hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
Ooh, red for aggression. Karen suddenly dodges to her side, raises her gun and fires, using her own body to shield Eos. In the next instant, a bullet flies past her and hits the ground. Her shot flew off into the distance, and there's only one thing that's for certain: it didn't hit Grim Vulture.
So your version of making a deal is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too.
You bitch.
You seem to have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
And there it is. No one's better at counter-sniping than me. That's the God complex coming through.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Ooh.
Now that's the spirit. If you're looking for someone, why not search the Hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
After seeing it, my fucking God. That was a #1 mistake, having your laser sight visible.
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar.
Ether vision activate.
Here. Is there nothing we can do?
Yeah.
I found a box.
Rather creepy box. It's giving off an unsettling stench. You have a bad feeling that opening it would be asking for trouble. You glance at Karen beside you, who has fallen silent. Clearly she's having the same feeling. Right now she's hesitating about whether opening the box. Just stand back and snipe it open then. Karen, wait! Don't open it! Karen opens the box anyway. What a dick. A blood-stained, tattered military cap, carelessly crumpled and stuffed in the corner of the box. Though the owner's identity remains unknown, the message it conveys can only mean one thing. Death. Don't touch what's in the box. Karen reaches out and picks up the military cap from the box, her fingers tracing shape, her lips tremble. I'm okay, Proxy. If my sense of touch isn't deceiving me, this appears to be the outfit my former teammate wore, or a replica of it. Wouldn't you all wear the same sort of outfit? Has there been a Nekomata story yet? That would be interesting. I believe so. I believe her story was in like the first part of the game. So this is a surprise Grim Vulture mentioned. I see now. Yeah, basically Nekomata was in with that gang, and the Cunning Hares took her in when she decided to leave the gang.
The one Styx always wore.
She was an orphan, I believe, before that, and that's why she joined the gang. Bitch.
Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you.
Curious as to how he died?
Took his own life.
Well,
No, it wasn't much different from being offed by ethereals.
I was going to say, I'm fairly certain you probably killed him, love.
Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in ether crystals. His core fully formed.
Yeah. Don't hesitate. Ether vision activate. Can't catch
He
it.
didn't want to become an ether. So he raised the cannon he was oh so proud of, with just one last shell inside.
Not gonna lie, Trigger's actually pretty good. Might pull for her.
Obliterated both his core and
I mean, I don't think I'd
Another
use her
high-pressure
though.
ether
That's
tank.
the only problem.
And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
I mean, I could pull for Zhu Yuan.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
Another box. The second box emanates an ominous aura. That unsettling stench seems to warn you that its contents, just like the previous box, will give you an absolutely wretched experience. Karen's breathing grows heavy. She stands still for several seconds, seemingly control her emotional turmoil. Karen, don't push yourself. Karen, don't push yourself. Finally, she opens the box. A pair of blood-stained, tattered military gloves lie twisted in the centre of the box. It's clear that whoever placed them here hadn't just tossed them in carelessly. They deliberately arranged them with malicious intent. Don't push yourself, love. Karen picks up the gloves, once again, feeling their contours and icy touch. Her lips turn pale. Just as I thought, these are from one of my squad mates too. Karen! Let's keep moving, Proxy. Following this route should lead us to the Grim Vulture's hideout. I'm fine. Karen picks up her weapon again, but there's an unmistakable tremor of unease in her voice. She's supposed to be composed, she's a fucking sniper.
Acheron's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them. As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves so stylish.
Fire support ready.
Such a pity. Anyway, both their hands were missing. That's a shame, little sniper.
Get behind me!
Such beautiful hands. They could no longer hold. Cereal's gnawed off her arm. It's part of her life as well. But she still has the backbone. She's so tall, even in death.
You can't escape.
It's just as I said. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful girl will wither without protection.
I fear Ferial's done attacking me now.
Now, do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
2 truths and a lie.
How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse?
I have a cat right here. A pretty kitty.
Yeah. I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do.
Good reaction. Hurry up, then. I've got one final surprise location.
Does that mean Grun Vulture is the mouse, or in this case, the bed?
Target locked.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'm sure you figured out the route to get to me. That's right. The surprise is at the end of
I mean,
the
she
road.
thinks she's the cat, but she's really not. There's still a third box. You mean there's a third box? You don't need still there. You grab Karen's hand to stop her from opening it, but she lifts the box's lid almost mechanically. Third box contains a blood-stained corner of clothing and severely damaged piece of engineering equipment, also stained with blood. Karen picks them up, her trembling fingers feeling their shape. She doesn't speak neither about the plans for pursuing Green Vulture, nor about which of her companions this items belong to, until the communicator in our hands rings again with Grim Vulture's voice.
Congratulations! You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of bloodied fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Karen's face turns a deathly pale. She silently picks up the bloody items from the box, her spirit visibly shaken by the weight of these ominous relics.
Enough already! Using her squad mates, her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Does Belle not understand how serial killers worked? Like, I thought she was a movie buff.
Oh dear. Did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know?
Not gonna lie, I might have a bit of Stockholm Syndrome because I'm starting to like this Grim Vulture.
Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here. And those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades.
Oh, you ruined the fucking illusion now.
Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, after all. How could I possibly have gotten hold of their clothes?
Fuck's sake. A surge of rage threatens to drown all thought. Just as you're about to retort, a crisp gunshot rings out. Karen's shot is clean and decisive, carrying an unmistakable intent to kill. But from the response on the other end of the communicator, it seems she missed the target. Probably because she's emotional.
Ooh, a decisive strike to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were little more than a hollow shell before, but now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
This Grim Vulture's sadistic.
Karen and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act. Why are you so fixated on Karen? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
She probably does.
Nothing to do with it. Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
There's gonna be an exposition dump after this.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means.
Yeah, it means they're missing in action, love.
When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero.
I mean, they could still be in hiding, too ashamed to actually come back to civilization.
Obviously, her squad mates, the members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
Karen, you bitch.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared.
Sounds like you had a knock to the head.
They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions.
You know, when Grim Vulture says it, it actually does sound quite ridiculous.
You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself. Because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself.
In all fairness, people have been MIA for years can actually just resurface.
To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying.
Karen stands there, speechless. Grim Vulture's relentless verbal assault has clearly struck home. The little colour that had briefly returned to her face drains away, leaving her visibly shaken, unable to muster a single word in rebuttal.
Giving up already? At least you've got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Not today.
Karen's not a coward.
Karen is not enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Roxy,
You tell her, Belle.
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
With no hope of a counterattack, you practically drag Karen, turning to run towards the fissure that had escaped Grim Vulture's notice. Just as the bullet is about to strike, you manage to escape through the fissure. Boom. 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 You escape from the hollow and return to the video store, bringing Karen, who's lost all will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagined, repeatedly touching her eyes, silent and distant. Oh,
Karen,
bless her.
do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
What she needs, Wise, is emotional support, not you trying to put your dick inside her.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head.
I hear voices in my head, they talk to me.
The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade.
They talk to me.
I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
What about Chen? Everybody's dead, Dave. Reminds me of South Park joke. Hold on right there, emergency service. We'll be there with blankets and hot cocoa. Yeah.
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding. Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came.
I wonder if this is setting up like a wave survival minigame.
The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness.
Ah, so that's how she lost her vision.
I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out.
Oh.
For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think?
Not
They must
necessarily,
have
love.
continued fighting after I fell unconscious. eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force, civilians, no one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes, it's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless?
I mean, I think you're wrong. I don't think your eyes are pointless, but I think you're wrong.
I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking.
I mean, if everyone else gets corrupted and turns into an ethereal, if they're still in a horror, they're probably corrupted ethereals right now.
If they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Bro, this is getting heavy.
Kiran, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates.
That's why you're stupid.
You don't need to make any justifications. Because someone close to us is missing too. And we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up.
Plot twist, Grim Vulture's actually the person they're both looking for.
But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
But actually would be a fucking plot twist if the Grim Vulture was actually Bell and Wise's teacher who went missing.
Bell is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you.
Bell is so optimistically stupid.
No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then the phone rings.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
Knock knock.
They're pretty eager, huh?
Who's there?
Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Oh, damn.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
So, they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Belly, you're really that fucking thick. It's Remembrance Day. She has a grudge against the Defense Force. She's there to cause as much fucking chaos as possible.
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
The official commencement of Remembrance Day has been scheduled for tomorrow morning, meaning ordinary citizens still cannot really freely enter Scott Outpost today. Under arrangements, Karen spent a night at the store the next morning. Should she not have gone there straight away, you know? To be honest, I didn't sleep much. Mood. Actually, me too. The thought of the past kept me up, especially those related to Karen. I didn't manage to fall asleep until late. Karen is already waiting for you in the parking lot. I wonder how she's feeling now. Please take good care of her, Belle.
Leave it to me.
The fuck's Belle gonna do? She can't even get dressed properly. Never mind take care of someone. Good morning, Proxy.
You sleep well last night?
Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in front of you yesterday. I think I've gotten my mood back in order now.
Stare.
It seems I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry, I think I'm still struggling to process this sadness and unease. I'm not sure where I should go from here.
Take your time to unravel your confusion.
Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all the hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today we're attending Remembrance Day as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapons. I suppose Grim Vulture wouldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside a military stronghold. Well, that would be a power play for sure. Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe we should be able to find new clues. You arrive at Scott Outpost with Karen. Many of the citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who give their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Karen has been acting strange. Proxy, can we explore this place later?
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Stare. Alright, I'll say it. It seems like there are some familiar faces here.
Wouldn't it be nice to meet them?
I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, they should be family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them.
You'll have to face them sooner or later, won't you?
I know, but...
I'll be there for you.
Then it's a deal. I will go and talk to them, Proxy. If you don't have to say anything, just stay by my side and give me the courage to speak. It's also so distracting, the fact that she has a jumpsuit, but, like, she leaves it open, exposed. Jumpsuit might be the wrong time to use, it's more of a bodysuit, but I know what I mean. Nullus Bangbo.
Nah.
Foo. I miss my master. You do too, right? What? You Fufu? Or Ju Fufu, or whatever she's called. The little tiger gal. Fu's the name of the dog. Alan! Are you Alan? Acheron's brother? How did you know? Who are you? Wait, your eye cover. So you're Acheron's sole surviving teammate. I remember you. We met once after the fall of the old capital. After that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plushie. It's Acheron's favourite plushie. She always kept it in the most prominent spot in her room. I brought it along here, as if bringing my sister's shadow to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. You don't need to apologise. I still remember one time when my sister came home excitedly, telling me that a shy new girl had joined the squad. That girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. Is that because of her butt jiggle? That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. To her, you were a presence that inspired admiration and a desire to not fall behind. A beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. God, everyone wants to get themselves inside Trigger, don't they? You don't have to apologise to me. If my sister were here, she would surely say the same thing. Please, don't talk too much. The Defence Force has made a lot of preparations for the Remembrance Day event. Please take your time here. That plushie is the one that Corinne has. That's literally the teddy bear that Corinne has. And I don't see any other plushie around here. Soldier, 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 Roland. Attend! Hut! All Defence Force soldiers, listen up. Never forget why Scott Outpost was established, and never forget all the sacrifices we made when the old capital fell. Hollow Zone may be under control for now, but that doesn't mean it won't expand further in the future. On this special Remembrance Day, we must remain vigilant against another disaster. Is that understood? Understood! Sir! You forgot the sir. You're all dismissed. Well, this guy looks drunk as fuck. Look, it's you. Phil, you. Yeah, he's drunk as fuck. Yeah, he's drunk as fuck. He's got whiskey or something in there. Dude's just come to the fucking remembrance event and got wasted. Won't be remembering anything after. Ethel. My son, can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs and feet are fine. I miss you so much. Say yes, sir. Bullshit. I can't hear you. Sounds like you haven't got a pair. Excuse me. Are you Cocytus's mother, Ethel? Oh, you are. Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in a military camp after the fall of the old city. You're Cocytus's teammate, one of the survivors. I've been wanting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been, but I've never heard from you. I didn't expect to meet you here at Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. I saw Full Metal Jacket ages ago, but I don't really remember much. Miss Ethel, your health is still... I'm in good health, fortunately. Everything is fine. Although I'm the only one left in the family, the pension from the government is enough. And I still have years in me. I'm sorry, Cocytus, he... Child, you don't need to apologize. My son may appear carefree on the surface, but he's always felt so much pressure. One day he suddenly told me that he had found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. How could I possibly blame you? You're someone who helped my son. It's such a blessing. You are a kind-hearted person, are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Miss Ethel, Child, don't worry about me. Since you're here for Remembrance Day, take your time to walk around and look around. I hope you find something meaningful. But most importantly, stay away from the summoner. Zeta and Sally. Bro, why does she look so much like the other NPC? Those cowboy boots are pretty cool. I like them cowboy boots. Wait a moment, that eye colour, that blonde hair. Could you be my husband's, Styx's teammate? Styx, are you Miss Sally, Styx's wife? Yes, my daughter and I came to attend Remembrance Day. Last time I saw you was right after the fall of the old capital. I never expected to see you again here today. It's all about putting during the Vietnam War. Beginning and film drill sergeant just breaks them down to bring them up. In a most shaming way, it's quite funny. Yeah, I think I watched it in high school. Your daughter? Is this your daughter, Zeta? Mum, who is she? Zeta, this is your dad's comrade from the Defence Force. Every time he went to battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him, comrade? If that's so, why didn't you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? Why did you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Wow. This bitch needs slapping. Zeta! I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. I'm sorry. Don't listen to what Zeta is saying. She doesn't understand. We've never blamed you. Please don't say that. Zeta, you can't say such hurtful things. Apologize right now. Why should I apologize? She survived, but Dad didn't. Isn't that the truth? If it weren't for her abandoning him, Dad could have come back safely. Wow, this little bitch needs to get shot. Right in her eye. Enough! You don't know what happened back then. Miss Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologise to you later. I need to explain to her what's really happened. I'm really sorry. Please don't let us keep you. Go and explore Remembrance Day event for now. Please remember, all your comrades, including my husband, would want to see you. Would want to see the hope they left behind. To your surprise, many relatives of deceased Liar Squad members are here for Remembrance Day event. Is this really just a coincidence? As you ponder this question, the relatives have gathered in front of Karen.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out. I shouldn't have said you left him to die.
That gal has a very pronounced collarbone. I don't think I've seen a character with, like, a pronounced collarbone like that in this game.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you.
No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the ethereals. Maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The old capital was falling. No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
Ethel kind of sounds like the stay away from a summoner person.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day.
Sally has a point.
After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today. Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Would be a shame if someone were to snipe her.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son.
What, your old age?
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. Who would have thought he would pass before me? I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away.
I'm not gonna lie, with these talking, all I can hear is motive for a murder scheme. Like, I don't know if I'm just seriously cooked and I've watched too many, like, crime mysteries, but all I can think is they all had something to do with the significant others, like, dying.
When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything that you've done for him.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner. We would have had so much more to talk about. Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister. And I'm proud of you, too.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years.
I'm not gonna lie, I hope the next, like, story mission isn't going to be as jarring as this. Because with Anby and this one back to back, I kind of want one to be joyful.
Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
She's not going to tell them the truth.
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
Oh. Oh.
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So, it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
You know what? I was waiting for the sentence to finish to say the exact same thing, James Enix. It's a trap!
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself, and...
I bet Leafy never had a younger brother, and this is just the sniper using this as a cover.
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. when they saw how bad things were in that hollow. Some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself
Cowards.
and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order.
So they all retreated before headquarters officially issued the order. That kind of sounds like treason to me.
We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go. There is no avoiding casualties in that battle. In hindsight, it wasn't wrong for headquarters to prioritize saving their strength.
I mean, there's no avoiding casualties in any battle.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was when he was in the defense force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was looking for.
I just realised something. A few of the other people who was held captive in the hollow, they was Impera squad, right? So maybe this sniper was actually part of Trigger's squad, or like one of the people who got cut off from reinforcements. That would make sense. We've got the military training. After 4 family members paid their respects and left, they continued on Remembrance Day. Karen stood down a day, seemingly understood something. At that moment, a sound came from the open space in front of the outpost. It seemed someone had stepped onto a podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium, preparing to listen to the person's speech. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, it should be time for a representative of retired Defence Force veterans to give a speech. Looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned, Proxy. Could we go over and listen to the speech for a moment? Is this person going to get sniped? It's Zoe.
Is that Zoe on the podium?
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's cut medals after all. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall.
Zoe's kind of cute.
Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the
Patrick
very
Starr,
last
calm down,
moment
it's
when
just
the
a try.
old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal.
I mean, I could lean properly into the whole Guna bit of this game.
They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today. In doing so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes.
I like a strong woman who can keep me safe. Zoe Max all them boxes. Was in the military.
In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
Kind of does sound like the actress who voice acts Bulma. Also got blue hair, but a poison dart frog hair means you should stay away from her. Bright colours equals danger. Zoe's speech is met with a wave of prolonged applause, yet amidst the clap she droops her head. Her expression darkening, she stays silent, waiting for the applause to phase, before lifting her gaze up and scanning the crowd. Her eyes pause briefly on Karen, carrying a chilling aura. She probably knows she's going to get shot.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more. The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over. This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare.
Wait. What if Zoe's the sniper? Because the sniper didn't actually talk to us when we rescued the air quote survivors. She seems to have a bit of resentment in her voice. And the sniper was almost definitely female.
No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived.
Yeah, I think Zoe might be the sniper.
This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them. What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you never thought about why your own loved ones had to die? And why no one is responsible for their deaths?
Yeah, this is Zoe's villain arc.
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones! If death is the medal for the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting them to go down this route of Zoe being the sniper. It's quite a twist. What a twist!
Tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain! That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day!
It's kind of like Saw, where the Jigsaw Killer is actually in there with them.
I don't agree.
Charon, I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, What kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
Zoe exits the venue without sparing a single glance back, leaving the audience in a defense force in a state of confusion. Karen looks thoughtfully in the direction she disappeared.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something was definitely off about her just now. And the things she said, I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground, like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Just as she finishes the sentence, the phone rings again. Shepard appears on the screen. Seems panicked and anxious to speak. For this moment, he sees that you're in Scarlet Percy swallows. Back for where it's clear in his throat instead.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via knock-knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
Why haven't you furthered that to the authorities, you useless twat?
A location with a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end to all this.
So it's either Zoe is Grim Vulture or she's working with Grim Vulture. Snipers do often have a younger assistant or protege who they plan on taking up the mantle. But most snipers work alone because they've got God complex, and that's what Grim Vulture sounds like they have. So I'd rule out having someone work with them.
Charon, what's your plan? With everything that's happened, no matter what you choose, I'll stay by your side till the very end.
Sniper Wolf. Karen doesn't answer right away. Instead, she takes out a harmonica and looks down at it, as if she's trying to decide. In the end, she tucks her harmonica away.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages.
Yeah, most snipers work alone.
It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
It's very rare that you'll find a sniper working with someone. Most snipers think that if they work with someone, they'll just get in the way. You leave the Remembrance Day event with Karen and return to the video store. She cleans her firearm multiple times and keeps adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin. Proxy, thank you for accompanying me this far. In the upcoming battle, Grim Vulture has likely already set up a stage filled with traps. We need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Yeah, unless there's a firing squad. But even then, snipers are only usually in a location by themselves. Do you have any strategy in mind, Karen? To be honest, there isn't a fully viable strategy. The opponent is a sniper and can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging in advance. The best strategy is to have one person, be the distraction, or a team be the distraction. They distract the sniper, while a couple of like scout squads or small assault squads flank round. Snipers usually shoot from high up because they need the elevation, so you just surround the area and like breach your way in silently whilst the distraction squad's working, and then you'll be able to like quickly bull rush them. Entering the battlefield pre-prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it's foreseeable that she will continuously occupy elevated sniper positions, relentlessly targeting us, while we will have very few opportunities to land a hit on her. Wouldn't that mean we'd be easy prey? Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, one who fails to secure the best vantage point or exposes their position is always the loser, but I believe there's still a chance. I mean, there's always still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper. I'm not sure where the impatience comes from, but that pride is definitely something we can turn against her. Also, instead of like storming the building as a team, you could also still have a distraction assault force and just have a couple of snipers like up on a higher elevated position to like try and get her when she's exposed. But snipers would have the intelligence to not be at a disadvantage like that. They'd have at the very least rigged up a point where they can shoot out at surroundings without being exposed. And most snipers will trap the environment they're around, so advancing on their position will give away some sort of signal. I believe she would never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniping skills. If I can outmatch her at a critical moment, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instant she exposes a weakness. Proxy, this is a strategy I've chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I will surpass her and make this strategy succeed. To win this battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust your back to me. Please entrust your back to me. Proxy, I need you as my companion to support me.
You have to do the same then, Karen.
Yes, I will. I will protect you. So please also provide me with your guidance. You got time for me to do this next mission, or do you need to be off? So I can quite easily just pick up this mission like tomorrow or whenever. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but Thursday. As I'm playing Monster Hunter with JJ tomorrow, or at least I'm supposed to be. I just know you have work early, so I don't want to keep you too late. I need to go, but I'll watch the rest tomorrow on the video stream Burns. Yeah, I mean, by all means, I can finish this story, or I can pick it up. Like, I don't mind picking it up because I've still got Corinne's thing to do, a brand new VR challenge that seems to carry dangers like never before. So that is going to be a bunch of combat stuff. So I don't mind waiting to just complete it all. Yeah, I'll end the stream here and I'll pick it back up maybe Thursday or whenever. It's Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, it's Wednesday tomorrow. So someone's doing a Nicole Damara cosplay on Twitch. Cool. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all on the next Zenless Zone Zero stream. It's been a blast. Much love. Peace out.